Adam Weinrib here on the Baseball Insiders with Washington Nationals star James Wood. And James, you are with us today on behalf of Levy, the food, beverage, and hospitality partner of the Washington Nationals. And I'm also told you are a donut connoisseur, and I need you to tell me about these special juice ball donuts. We got a sneak peek. They look incredible, and I'd love to know more about these donuts.
Yeah, no, I mean, like you said, I teamed up with Levy, me, Dylan, and Jared, and yeah, we got something coming for y'all in Nats Park opening day. So,
Are you a donut fan? What are your favorite cheat day meals and ballpark foods?
I mean, donuts are up there, funnel cake, um, yeah, lucky those two are some churros, but yeah, I mean,
I'm
definitely, I'm definitely looking forward to trying or getting one of these again on opening day too.
Yeah, I'm a churro guy, but I'll see you down there to grab some of these donuts. I need to try these too.
Yeah.
You mentioned opening day finally here, spring training finally wrapping up. You're ready for the season. What did you work on this spring specifically that sort of has you feeling really ready to get out of the gate strong on opening day?
I just think being consistent and yeah, just talking with my teammates, all that, and talking with coaches, just trying to learn some new things and get ready to roll.
Do you set lofty goals for yourself entering 2025? Like, do you look at the board and you're like, all right, I got an all-star, or like, this is the year for 30-30, or do you just take it one day at a time?
Uh, I try and take it one day at a time. I mean, I do have goals, but I try and keep them a little more simple. I think obviously you have the big goals, but I think the ones I focus on every day are a little bit more controllable. It's tough to go out there and say, "Oh, I'm gonna hit a home run today," you know. So,
Yeah, I feel you on that. Now last year you get called up, you get your first hit out of the way, your first home run, you hit nine of them, right? That's normal at this point. What is one thing that you haven't accomplished yet at the MLB level that you can't wait to check off your checklist this year?
I think there's a lot of things. I mean, I think the big one is the World Series. I think that's what we're all shooting for. But then there's always like All-Star Game, Silver Slugger, Gold Glove, all that. So,
Fans who have not been watching the Nationals maybe the last couple seasons maybe don't know that you and Dylan Cruz are coming up together. You're already forming this outfield duo of the future. What does it mean to you to share an outfield and a journey and a story with somebody like Dylan? And what does it meant? What has it meant to you to come up alongside him?
yeah, I mean, I just think it's really cool being especially the later year or the later levels of minor leagues, being able to play with him and just get to know each other I mean, obviously the goal is to play together for a really long time. So I'm just looking forward to hopefully a really long career with him.
What is the best part about playing in the city of Washington? I know you went to high school in DC,
Hmm.
but I don't know if you have learned anything about the city and its relationship to sports teams that you maybe didn't know before. Has anything changed since you've become a part of that scene for you?
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the constant is just being home. My family's here, my friends are here, but I'm kind of getting a chance to sort of rediscover DC and just being around the city, whether it's the food. It's just, I think it's the people. It's just a really special city, and I think I'm getting a second look about it that I'm really thankful for.
What does it mean? I mean, the Nationals just announced some new City Connect jerseys, and obviously the city means a lot to you. What does it mean to get a chance to sort of rep for your family and for the city?
Yeah, no, special, and I mean, I know a lot of people are sad that the cherry blossoms are gone, but I mean, I really like the new City Connects. And I think they'll grow on people. I really do. So, I mean, I'm just looking forward to wearing them out there.
Yeah, they still have the cherry blossoms on the hat. I was excited to see that
Yeah, they
because
got a little bit in there.
Yeah, I was like, well, I'm gonna miss him too, but then I saw the new design and I loved it. Did you did you get a chance to do any of the modeling with your teammates for the photo shoots? That always feels a little bit, ridiculous. How was that for
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I'm not that great at those kind of things, but I'm getting a little bit better.
How do they get you to? I mean, do they make you? It always makes me laugh too when people do promos for the national broadcast too. You got to stare at the camera. You got to, give them
Yeah.
your best glare. Like, how do they get you to do that?
I mean, they just knock it out during media day, so you just go to one room to the next, and it's just cameras everywhere. And they'll just try and sneak the stuff like that in, so you barely even realize it.
Good. Yeah, good call. I'm excited to see the jerseys in action. I enjoyed that announcement. So you're in DC now. It's where your major league career has begun, but your professional career, you were in San Diego and you have that roller coaster deadline where you find out you're traded, but then you find out you're heading home and it's for Juan Soto of all people. I mean, what was that roller coaster of emotions like for you?
Yeah, I mean, it was a surprise. I just think when you get drafted by a team, that's kind of who you envision yourself, getting called up for and playing for your whole career. But that's rarely ever the case. But I'm still super thankful. They gave me a great opportunity. They helped me get my foot in the door, and I just was able to learn about the business, everything real soon, which I'm also thankful for. And then on top of it all, I got to come back home. So it was a
You Yeah, I mean, you obviously started, you started your pro career elsewhere. Now you're back home. You get to make an impact. You obviously made a lot of noise in high school and coming up. I've seen your basketball highlights. Like you're someone who's got ridiculous highlights from a young age. I also saw you hit one of the most ridiculous minor league home runs I've ever seen at Hudson Valley at the Renegades a couple of years ago.
okay.
So I know what you're capable of. Do you have sort of a moment, a memory that stands out as like the most ridiculous thing you've ever done on a baseball field? Like, have you ever surprised yourself with something insane you pulled off?
Yeah, it was when I was during travel ball. I want to say Jared actually posted the video. He actually retweeted or something, and it was during like a perfect game tournament, and it's like this video of me hitting a fastball that's like probably like up here on me, and I swung at it, and like I mean, you swing at the head, you're like, what am I doing? What did I? And then I didn't really see where the ball went, but I just hear everyone screaming and going crazy. And I'm like, I guess I hit it out. I guess I hit it out. I guess it's a homer. So yeah, I would say that one. I could definitely pull it up too. I got it somewhere on my phone.
Of course, yeah. If I had ever done that, I would have it on my phone too. I wouldn't lose that. I mean, this time of year too, you're watching March Madness, I assume. Like, does it ever make you sort of feel like I want to get out there and dunk again, or are you happy to sort of leave that part of your life behind?
I mean, I think I left it behind for the better, but I mean, every once in a while, I'm like, oh, if I really like, I could be out there too, this and that. But then I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm cool with where I'm at now.
Did you ever seriously consider it in high school? Were you sort of looking at schools a little bit?
No, I always kind of, especially at that point. I mean, maybe when I was a kid, I didn't really know, but once I started playing travel ball, basketball kind of just became the fun thing I did in the off season to just not be playing baseball all year round. So I think that's kind of when I knew.
Yeah, totally makes sense. And also, to be fair, back in the day, there didn't used to be a lot of 6'7" outfielders, but now we have a bunch. I mean, you've got Aaron Judge, you've got O'Neal
hmm
Cruz. Like, how can you learn from those guys? Are you sort of inspired and checking in on what those other guys are doing?
I mean, I definitely watch a lot of hitters, and I mean, I'm always looking for things I can learn, just seeing what they do well, what works for them, and of course, it would be great to pick up a few things, try a few things.
Modeling your game growing up, was there anyone that you specifically watched who's sort of your idol and trying to mimic what they were doing?
I think when I first started playing, like when I first picked up a bat, I wanted to hit like Barry Bonds. And then like over time, like players change. I like Curtis Granderson a lot. I like Cano a lot. Yeah, and then more recently, I like Jordan Alvarez a lot. I watched him a lot in high school, and yeah,
Yeah, he's probably the single scariest hitter I've ever seen. But hey,
yeah, he's
you
good.
you have the potential to get there for sure. It does not surprise me at all that you're watching his game closely.
Yeah.
Question. I just want to ask about um, the Nationals and their rivals. Or you've got some real star power in the NL East. The Phillies obviously have their own brand. The Mets bring in Juan Soto. Is there a rivalry that gets you the most fired up, or are you just attacking every day? Like, I just got to win today. I got to control what I can control.
I think the goal going into the season is always to win the division, and it's like you said. I mean, we got a good division. Phillies won 90 plus games last year. Like you said, Mets brought in Soto. Braves have been very good for the last. I don't even know how long, but yeah, but it's just kind of like bring it on. I mean, we're a young team, and I feel like the challenge is great for us. I mean, it'll test us, and I feel like we'll only get better from it.
What is one reason entering this season that everyone should believe in the Nationals that no one's really talking about?
Yeah, I mean, I just think a lot of us haven't reached our full potential, and I mean, I just think we just have a lot of like talent, and I just think if it clicks, then we could be a really dangerous team.
One final question. Do you and Dylan Cruz have any sort of like running bet going? Do you have like a little rivalry about like, hey, if I go over 35 homers, I have to pick your walk-up song or something like that?
No, we keep it light. I mean, we'll play some cards, so I mean, that's that. We'll get competitive with each other when it comes to that. But when it's all on the field, we both want each other to do great things. So
I can't wait to see what you guys do this year. I'm excited for the Nats season, and I'm excited for Levy and the new Juice Ball Donuts. I got to come down to Nats Park and try those out. James, I really
yeah,
appreciate it, and best of luck this year.
all right, thank you.